Guys, yet another week and another dirty car. It's kind of sad. I was actually going to wash my car today, but the lines were so freaking long and it wasn't even worth it because it's snowing tomorrow. You guys know those ones when you just want to like wash your car and you just want it to be clean for once, you just want to see it clean, but you can't really do it because of weather and I don't know, whatever the other reason is, but I don't know, it's kind of annoying. Anyways guys, what's going on? I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about why the Mazdaspeed 3 is underrated in the car community. So in this video today, I'm also going to be just driving around to random spots. I don't know, make it more interesting rather than just like me talking in the car. So honestly, I don't know where I'm going to go first. And by the way, I need a new freaking phone, bro. Freaking the charging port or the charging port on my phone is completely screwed. Like it takes me, I kid you not, like 5 minutes to plug in my microphone for the video, so it's kind of annoying. So I definitely need a new phone. All right guys, I currently got my phone just sitting on the seat, so let's see how long it holds up for. So all right guys, so recording my car was actually an epic fail. So I actually just got to the spot. It's actually near my old elementary school. I don't want to say the exact school because I don't know, I guess it's not a good idea to tell you where I am, but yeah, let's get into the video. And guys, last thing, you want to see how daily driven this car is? Yeah, it's you can take a look for yourself. I actually thought that the stencil, well, you can't even see it, but I thought like the Ultimate Racing stencil went away after a really big snowstorm, but it actually didn't. But yeah guys, as you can see, she definitely needs some love. It's pretty freaking dirty. I mean, yeah, it's kind of sad, but hey man, what can you do? Okay guys, so the first thing that I'm gonna be talking about why the Mazdaspeed 3 is underrated in the car community is because it's simply a Mazda. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Mazda has not made cool cars in the past. Like they made the RX-7, the RX-8, and like the Miata and all that shit. And not a lot of people know about the Mazdaspeed 3s, especially how like in today's generation with like Mazdas, they're only making like the Mazda 3, the Mazda 6. They're trying to go like the luxury route, so people may not even know what a Mazdaspeed 3 is because, or even a Mazdaspeed 6, because they were only made for 7 years, so 2006 to 2013. The car just didn't get the recognition that it deserved. I mean, a lot of people know about the RX-7 and then the Miata and the RX-8 because of like Fast and Furious. There was no Mazdaspeeds in Fast and Furious, which I think would be sick if they actually had it, but they didn't. So it's just one of those things. It's because it's a Mazda, like not a lot of people would expect like a Mazda to be fast unless it's like a RX-7, like I've been saying countless times before. Bottom line is, people that think of Mazdas, they don't really think of Mazda making fast cars, so that's why the Mazdaspeed 3, being a Mazda, doesn't get the recognition it deserves, and it's kind of underrated for that reason. These guys, look at this. Should I do a photo shoot right now? Nah. Actually, so, by the way, I have a couple things coming in. It was kind of sketchy because I got one thing on Facebook. I'm hoping it works out, but I have one thing that's coming in from eBay, and then I have another thing. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but it's going to be freaking sick, and as soon as I have it, I'm going to make a video on it. And they're two separate things, so I'll make two separate videos about it. But yeah guys, the next reason is because these cars are simply rare. You don't really see a lot of them on the road, and like I said before, not a lot of people know about it. So at least for what I've seen, if you go on like, for where I haven't lived in Canada, so like Kijiji, Auto Trader, or even like Craigslist or Facebook groups, you won't really see a lot of Mazdaspeeds on sale. Like they're not as common as you see like with like a Honda Civic Si, a Subaru WRX. They're just not that common, so that just makes it the reason why a lot of people don't know about it, is because it's so rare. Yo, the lighting's actually pretty good in here. I'm actually sitting really awkwardly though in my freaking back seat. So anyways guys, next reason I'm gonna be talking about why the Mazdaspeed 3 is underrated is because the car is front wheel drive. Hey buddy, what's up? This guy's cool, eh? So when you think of front wheel drive, you think of all like your basic 4-cylinder NA car with like 200 horsepower, or like, oh, like even if you do have a turbocharger car, like you can't make a lot of power out of it because the wheels are just spinning. That's why this car just doesn't get the recognition it deserves. So yes, with this car being front wheel drive, yes, you're gonna come through disadvantages where, you know, like the wheels are spinning constantly because there's so much torque, and it's kind of hard to launch the car. It's also harder to put power down on like a front wheel drive car rather than like an all wheel drive car. It's just the fact of the matter. But honestly, screw what everyone has to say about that. Despite this car being front wheel drive, it's still a blast to drive. It's what makes this car have its personality. It just gives it, like, it just sets it apart from everything, because the torque steer is absolutely ridiculous in this thing. And it just gives this car a personality. Even like other cars with front wheel drive and a lot of power, like the GTIs and the Focus STs, the torque steer is barely even there. One, because there's not as much torque in that car, And they also like limited it from factory. With Mazda, I mean, they just didn't give a shit. And for people that say that front wheel drive cars don't drive well in the snow, honestly, that's kind of bullshit, to be honest. Put some good winter tires on, you're good. And sure, yes, you're not gonna be winning like all races from like a dig, but yo, if you're rolling on like the highway or like the track, whatever, you know, you're actually rolling at a good speed, you freaking downshift that bitch, yo, you're freaking gone, man. That's where this car really shines. This thing is a highway monster. Next reason why the Mazdaspeed 3 is underrated in the car community is because it's simply a sleeper. Okay, I know my car is not the best representation because it's kind of like in your face, like it's got like the front mount, it's got like the custom headlights, it's got a lot of shit done to it. But if you look like a stock Mazdaspeed 3, especially like a Gen 1 Mazdaspeed 3, they are a huge sleeper. I will say that Gen 2 Mazdaspeed 3s are not as much of a sleeper. I mean, they still are, but they aren't in a certain way because, you know, you got the hood scoop, you got the more aggressive wing. I mean, that's pretty much it, to be honest. But with a Gen 1, like, that thing is a complete sleeper. Literally looks like a bone stock Mazda 3. And if you're really looking for like the wing and like the different front bumper on the Gen 1, then that's the only way you can distinguish it. So with that being said, with this car being a sleeper, when you're driving around to like a car meet or you're on the highway, wherever there are other car guys, a lot of people won't know what this car is. And if they don't know what they're looking for, they may think you're just a regular Mazda 3 and they kind of neglect you and don't even like think about you or all that shit just because this car is a big sleeper. So next thing, adding on to a point that I was talking about before, is since this car is so rare and there's not many of these made, it's simply, the simple reason is because its competitors like the Focus ST, WRX, Honda Civic Si, they just sell a lot more, they're a lot popular, and they're more accessible than like a Mazdaspeed 3 or a Mazdaspeed 6. Now, just because they sell more doesn't mean they're better. I mean, like I always say, it's quality over quantity. It is kind of sad, honestly, but just because you don't see a lot of them on the road, it just makes this car a little more neglected in the car community, just because you don't see them as much and a lot of people know about it. Just because, you know, like I said before, the competitors, they just do a lot better, they sell more, and there's more a variety of communities and cars available for it. Guys, what is with people with looking at you weird when you're recording a video? I was literally just recording a video, and then some like random ass like old couple are just looking at me weird. They're talking shit in another language. I don't even know what they were saying, but just let a man do his YouTube shit. Why don't you? Alright guys, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is this car simply just does not get the credit it deserves. So when you really think about it, in 2007, this car came stock 263 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. That is a shit ton of power coming from the factory. And when you think of the other cars in that price range, there was anything beating that. If you wanted more power like that, you'd probably have to get like an STI or an Evo that's worth way more than a Mazdaspeed 3. And if you look at the market right now, it's even worse. The Mazdaspeed 3, I'd say, is pretty undervalued for what it's worth right now, but you can get them really cheap. And the dollar per horsepower for that car you're looking for, so like I said, if you're looking for like a JDM 4-banger with like good power that you can like start as a building block, a Mazdaspeed 3 will give you more than enough power stock than the other cars like the Subaru WRX, the Civic SIs, the GTIs. Guys, I'm not trying to like bash on them. I'm just like stating how it is. Like it's just how it is. So last reason that I'm gonna be talking about, okay, let's say people do know about the Mazdaspeed 3. Okay, I'm not trying to like piss anyone off or say anything mean, but I feel like there are some Mazdaspeed 3 owners that don't really like take care of the car properly, and then they have their shit end up blowing up, and then it just gives the Mazdaspeed platform a bad name. So if you hear of guys who did not take care of their properly and then their shit's blowing up and they're claiming the car is unreliable, then the people who see that, who don't own this car, will think that the Mazdaspeed platform is very unreliable. And that's simply not the case. Guys, this car is simply super reliable. This platform, like, I will like praise this community and this platform that it is super reliable compared to the other car manufacturers. I'm not gonna say any names, but I feel like you should know them at the top of your head, besides like Hondas, which are super reliable. I will never take credit away that Hondas are like freaking reliable. Those motors are freaking like bulletproof. But yeah guys, if you guys have been following for the channel for a bit, you should know that I always say, if you take care of this car properly, you do the proper maintenance, you do mods correctly in the proper order, you do things properly, this car will be super reliable, it'll treat you well. Obviously there's gonna be little, you know, hiccups here and there on the way, or you may get unlucky, but that's with owning any car. But overall, this car platform is very reliable. Guys, I have a terrible diet. I'm going to McDonald's again. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm kind of multitasking right now. Hi. Thank you, you too. Ooh. You know, I'm not proud of my diet, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't really give a shit. Life hack: honey with nuggets freaking amazing. All right, guys. So the McDonald's we were actually near my buddy's house. He actually has a cool WRX, so we're gonna say what's up right now. I'm actually outside his house right now. I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of like vlogging like the rest of my day. I don't know. I really like vlogging. If you watched my previous video, I definitely did like a smaller vlog at the end of it, and I really liked it. I just try to make the most of it because, you know, my life is kind of boring, like I always say, and I try to make it as interesting as I can. But anyways, all right, guys, we just got to my buddy's house. So here's this WRX. It's pretty dirty. I mean, you know, winter kind of sucks, but yeah, if you guys, I actually been listening to you guys. If you guys want me to review a lot of cars, you know, bringing a lot more people into the channel, I'll definitely review his car for sure. We actually have a buddy, a mutual buddy. He's a Honda Civic Si. That'll be cool too. So this is actually his old car, Honda Civic. You think it's cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I kind of like it. That's pretty cool. So your dad drives this car?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah. But yeah, guys, this car has big plans. He's got new wheels right now, I know that. I don't really want to spoil anything. He's gonna lower it for sure. Coilovers. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited for the summertime. If you guys are interested in like some car cruises with a couple of my friends, definitely let me know. I'm investing in a GoPro, not only for the track, but like for cruises and videos and shit, so definitely let me know. All right, guys, last stop of the day. We're going to Metro. It's currently Sunday, and yeah, that means work tomorrow, so I gotta get some groceries. Alright, guys, that about wraps up my day and the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really want your guys' feedback, so definitely drop a comment down below. I really want my comment section to be really interactive, giving me new ideas, different discussions, all that stuff. So definitely let me know what you guys think of like the little vlog style, like here and there. Obviously, my main focus is on the topic of the video, but just a couple clips here and there just to make it a little more interesting. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm always open to new ideas. I like it, but if you guys don't, definitely let me know. Anyways, guys, like I always say, if you're new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe. We got a lot more content to come. We are slowly climbing up to 1,000 subscribers. I think the count today is like 870 something right now. So if you're not already subscribed, definitely make sure to subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay consistent. Peace.